Alright, let's look at the homework 3.10, problem number 10. Alright, so let's do this triangle problem. Alright, so first let's say one side of a right triangle. So we have a right triangle, so I'll just try to draw a right triangle. Alright, so we have that. Alright, and it's a 9 centimeter long, so this is 9 centimeter long, and opposite angle is measured as 30. So here this is 30 degrees. Alright, with possible error of plus or minus 1 degree. Alright, use the differential to estimate the error in computing the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, so alright, so hypotenuse, I'm going to use H, I guess. So H. Alright, so you could have an angle. So I'm going to, let's see, error in angle measure. So here, so let's say theta. Alright, so we have to somehow relate H and theta. So I guess we can use a sine. So we know that we can relate those guys using sine of theta. Alright, so sine is, sine of theta is, let's see, opposite over hypotenuse, so it's 9 over h. Alright, so we have an equation, and if we want, I guess we should rewrite it as, let's see, this is can be rewritten as h is equal to 9 over sine of theta, or you can write it as 9 cosecant of theta. Right? Then we can just take the derivative with respect to say theta. Oh, actually, no, we have to look at the differential. So this means that dH is equal to derivative of this guy. So 9 is just a number. Derivative of cosecant would be negative cosecant of theta times cotangent of theta. Then we just put the d theta. Right? So this is the differential. Alright, so we want to estimate it delta H by differential dH. Right? So we just need to compute this. Right? So negative 9 is a constant. Right? And a cosecant of cosecant of 30 degrees. So 30 degrees pi over 6. Right? And then you have a cotangent of pi over 6. Right? Then multiply by delta the d theta. Right? So 1 degree plus or minus 1 degree, 1 d theta is going to be, so this is in degree, which is equal to 1 over pi, let's see, pi over 180 radians. Alright, so it's plus or minus pi over 180. Right? So let's compute this guy. Let's see. This is going to be negative 9. Alright, so cosecant, so this is going to be reciprocal of sine. Sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. So reciprocal is 2. Right? So this one's not so bad. Alright, cotangent is, let's see, cosine over sine. And a cosine of pi over 6 is, let's see, cosine of pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 2. Right? Then sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. Right? So we can cancel, 2, just multiply top and bottom by 2. So we get that. So we get, and also times plus or minus pi over 180. Alright, so what's this? So this is going to be definitely plus or minus, so we took care of that. Plus or minus. Alright, then you have a 9 on top, cancel with that, so it's 20 left over. And a 2 and a 20 cancel, so 10 left over. So we have, let's see what's left on top. There's a pi and square root of 3 and over 10. Right? So you have a pi square root of 3 over 10. Right? So let's compute that using GeoGebra. Alright, so the value is going to be, let's see, whoops. Alright, so pi times square root of 3 and divide by 10. Right? So it came out to be 0.54. So is that the 2 decimal places? So so this came out to be plus or minus 0.54. Alright, so if you want to find the percentage error, so we have let's see, we need to compute DH over H. Right? By DH, we already have that, so we have, let's see, plus or minus pi square root of 3 over 10 and divide by H. Right? So H is going to be, so H is here, so H is 9 times cosecant of pi over 6. Right? Again, this is just going to be a 9 times 1/2, so it's a 9 over 2. So divide by 9 over 2. Alright, and so you get, let's see, oops, not that one. Open up GeoGebra. Right, so we just have to divide A by 9/2. Well, 4.5 either way. So we're going to get 0.12, and then we have, since we are a percentage, so we have to multiply by 100. So B times 100 gives you 12.09. So it's about also times 100. So I forgot to multiply by 100. So it's about 12%. Right? So let's put that in. Right? So we have, oops, not that one. Right? So this came out to be 0.54, and it came out to be about 12%. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, I came back, and actually I messed up a part B. Let's see, what did I do? I guess here was the mistake. Sorry about that. So it's, right. Sine of pi over 6 is 1/2, but it's reciprocal. This was actually 9 times 2, so this is 18. So therefore, this is 18. Right? So I'm going to put 18 here. Right? So that will change the value here. Alright, so it's actually divided by 2, so it's more like 6. Maybe let's compute that. Alright, so we had, let's see, and A divided by 18. Then we want to multiply by 100. So it came out to be, right, let's see, 3 actually, right, more like 3. Okay, so it's a 3%, right? So answer is about 3%. So let's look. Let's double check, and hopefully this will give me the right answer. Alright, I came back, and 3% was the right answer. So that's it. So all you really have to do is to get the percentage error, DH over H, then multiply by 100. So we got that. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.